Hi, sorry I'm a bit late. I've had technical difficulties this morning. I think there's obviously a gremlin in loads of networks because since yesterday everything's been all over the place. Anyway, I'm here and I'm here to do day 5 of 5 days to better breakfast. Now, what made me do this? I did this for many reasons. I do get asked a lot by my kind of peers or some of my groups that I run or some clients. Sometimes they need quick breakfast because they're not sleeping, big night sweats, or there might be a guy who's stressed for whatever reason or overworking. People meeting sales targets. It's end of year, a lot of deadlines for people. So for me to introduce myself and let you know what I do, and I do actually work with people in the workplace. I come from that arena of employer branding on a global level. I know how stressful work can be, and we tend to give a lot and don't take anything back for ourselves. So this is a chance for you to be absolutely selfish and indulgent for yourself. All these breakfasts this week can be made the night before, so you can grab and go in the morning, and that's how I've made them. And they're all on my website, the videos that I did and some recipes that go at each side of them. So if you want to click on there, if you click on my website, take a pause.co.uk, you will find them. And while you're on there, you might as well sign up for my newsletter that will be going out in January every fortnight, right through 2019. To serve you a little bit of love and health in your inbox that you can take heed of, and you can make yourself a lot healthier just for yourself, no matter what to do with your age or your lifestyle or anything else. But we do need it. We are all a little bit overstressed. So today is a really nice one. I do like today's. It is a little bit of a sweet treat. But you know what? That's okay too, as long as it's not refined sugar and it's more of a natural sugar. Now, when you look at this, what I'm going to show you, I'm not going to pick it up yet because I want to talk about something, and you'll know why I didn't pick it up while I'm talking about what I'm talking about in a second. Hormones, okay, hormones, men, androgens, testosterone, women, estrogen, progesterone. It doesn't matter what age you are, we all have hormones. Women, we go through PMT, we start in our teenage years, and it's an imbalance of hormones. When we get a little bit irritable, we get like a sweet tooth, we get bloated, we can have a very high libido leading up to our period, or when we're going through menopause. We can have estrogen dominance. Actually, we can actually have too much estrogen in our body, which is detriment to us as well. We need to get our liver moving for that, because our liver metabolizes estrogen out of the body. So sometimes if you are estrogen dominant, you can have a sluggish liver. And sometimes we have a low libido as well going through menopause. Guys sometimes get a low libido when they get over 40. You remember with women, our menopause is more intense because we tend to drop, our hormones decline very rapidly within a period of time. For men, from the age of 40 to about the age of 70, there's decline, but over a 30-year period. That's why we get all the craziness. And guys don't tend to, but guys don't talk about it as much neither, because I've come across a few guys recently in my time who have told me they do have low libido. I know one who has injections, and I know one who has started weight training. Weight training, strength training is so good. Not only good for things like testosterone, it's good for bone density. And we're all getting a little bit older, osteoporosis is coming, and we need to keep our bone, and going on crash diets and all this, you get bone turnover. We need to stop all that. We need to get some good fats into our diet. So this is a real good fat sweet treat. Okay, it's what I would call a buttered banana. So the reason they pick it up, because I was talking about sex hormones, it just didn't seem right. However, this is my buttered banana. Can you see that? Now I have sliced it a little bit, so I wasn't going to eat the full banana. Now what's on here is banana, and then I've put some almond butter on there, some crunchy almond butter. Now you can get any peanut butter, cashew nut butter. I like almond butter. One of the reasons I like almond butter, it's much higher in protein and lower in carb. So about 100 grams of almond butter is about 7 grams of carbohydrates to 25 grams of protein. That's why I like it. If you look at some of the other butters, it's very different. Peanut butter is probably the highest protein, but it's got a lot of carbs in there, a lot of fat. But almond butter, full of vitamin E as well. So on this banana, which is going to be I use for my magnesium, and prebiotic. Bananas are so good, and the way you look at pre and probiotics are, prebiotics feed your good bacteria. So in your gut, if you think of it as a lawn, and if your lawn was looking a little bit patchy outside, you throw some fertilisers on it to make it green and lush and grow. That is what a prebiotic does. Other prebiotics for you are onion, garlic, leek, Jerusalem artichoke. There's a few others that are prebiotics that feed your good bacteria. So we've got a prebiotic, our magnesium, good for blood sugar levels. We've got our high protein, vitamin E, good omega peanut butter. And we have, I've put on there hemp seeds. Hemp seeds are, I really like them, hemp seeds. They're full of good fats, a good omega-6, omega-3 ratio. I think it's about 6-1 actually, which is quite good, because when you're thinking processed food, our ratio is normally 40-1, 40 omega-6 to 1 omega-3, which is actually causing us lots of problems. We need to get that ratio down. Really, a great, good anti-aging kind of diet would give you a 1-on-1 ratio, omega-6 to omega-3. It's a little bit impossible. Let's say aim for anything between a 4-6-1 ratio. So that is it. It's just short and sweet today. Literally sweet. I have to. If you are a guy, you would say, Simone, that would never fill me. Believe me, I wouldn't get through half of that without having to stop. The peanut butter, the satiety, and the fat. Now remember, fat just doesn't feed. When we talk about HDL and LDL, there's actually no bad word for cholesterol, but cholesterol and good fat feed our hormones, feed our sex hormones. So whether you're a boy or a girl, you've got an imbalance or not, it's going to bode you well. It's going to be really good for our hormones. So if you're a woman in menopause, it's good for your estrogen and your testosterone if you've got low libido. Guys, good for your testosterone as well. So get these good fats into your diet. Now in that, I worked out there was about 28 grams of fat in there, but only 1 gram of sat fat. I would have that, and would I eat fat again through the day? Possibly not. I wouldn't probably have salmon for dinner. I would probably have chicken. I might have a little bit of avocado, but I wouldn't have any other fat within my diet. But that is a good fat buster for the morning. It's a sweet treat, and it's going to keep you satisfied. Now you can make that up the night before. I personally wouldn't peel my banana the night before, but I would make my peanut butter and get my hemp seeds ready, or whatever you put on there. You can use flaxseed powder if you want to. And then I'd peel my banana and I'd dunk it or do whatever with it. Sometimes as well, for a nice little taste of a little bit of salty caramel banoffee pie kind of thing, which it isn't, but it just tastes like that. I put a little bit of pink salt on mine as well, just to give it that finishing edge. So short and sweet today. Thank you for listening in, and thank you for your lovely comments. Thanks for people who signed up for my programme. Thanks for people who joined up for my newsletter. I know there's a need for this kind of thing. I know sometimes we're so busy we can't think, so I'm going to think for you. I'm coming back on Monday to do a session. I'm going to do it on behaviour change, and what I'm going to do is tell you why most people fail in January. And this isn't about not having willpower. This isn't about not being capable of achieving something. I'm not about if you want to lose weight or you want to join a gym. You might just want to finish work every day on time. You might just want to shut your laptop down and not feel guilty. The reason why we never keep up with things, there's actually a process, and we tend to jump a couple of them things and jump straight in, and this is why we tend to relapse and fail in it. So I'm going to talk that because I know a lot of people said, look, I want to do this, but I want to jump in on January. I want to jump in January. It's a good milestone for people. It's a new year, new time. Should we say it, new you? Which is so corny, isn't it? New you, new career, new you. But it is a new time. It's a tick box. Not many people do much in January. It's a little bit bleaker, isn't it? You've overindulged, so you're glad of the rest of your body. So I want to do some little hints and tips leading up to that if you are jumping on any kind of health kick. And if you are, it's worthwhile joining my newsletter. So thanks everybody for this week, and I will see you Monday.